Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel. I've been driving around the area for half an hour-ish trying to find a good spot to film, aka a spot that doesn't have a whole bunch of people. I found one. So if you guys follow me on Instagram or saw the community post that I posted here on YouTube, then you guys know about the new car, but for those of you who haven't seen any of that, I've got a new car. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to share with you my newest addition to the channel, a 2005 Toyota Corolla XRS. So, yeah, I bought an XRS. I've been wanting an XRS for a while now, and I finally got one. I got a pretty good price on it too. Even the original price, I think this is one of the cheapest XRSs, if not the cheapest XRS in the US for sale in the past week, month, I don't know. It was the cheapest listing I found, and it was the closest listing. And it was actually the only listing in this whole state, which is really funny. So I'll start with the interior, because why not? So, leather wrapped steering wheel. This is lovely. Normally it's not wrapped, it's just whatever this material up here is. We also have 6-speed manual. For those of you who don't believe it's a 6-speed, because you've never seen a 6-speed in a Corolla. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse over and up. So yeah, that is in fact a 6-speed. Also in the interior, if we switch this on, it has got the red Optitrons instead. Shush! Got the red Optitrons instead of the white ones in the LE. But besides that, everything else is pretty much the same. All the locations of everything on the gauge cluster is all the same. It just looks a little different. Basically reskinned. Now, unlike the blue Corolla, this one has the door issue, which 90% of these cars have. So this door is a little loose, but still works, and then this door up here is just gone. Also, if I turn the car back on again, the clock doesn't switch on. It just doesn't work. I've ordered a new clock at this point, and we're gonna get this fixed up. Also, this one's got the 6-disc head unit, just like the one I had in the LE. I don't know what to say about it. Nothing too special, nothing too fancy, that's just what it is. And I'm sure you can see above me, sunroof. So this car has got a sunroof on it. Now, here's what I don't know, and you guys can tell me in the comments. I don't know if the XRSs with the sunroof are more or less rare than the plain roof XRSs. I've heard both. I've heard that the sunroofs are more rare. I've heard that the plain roofs are more rare. So I don't know which one to believe, and Google doesn't want to tell me. So now if we walk around the car, that is a nice Evo. Jeez. So, of course, XRS badge here. I mean, not a surefire way to tell it's an actual XRS, but I've shown you everything else so far. Same body kit as the Corolla S. The one I was thinking of putting on the blue Corolla, but then I decided against. Now this one has a little bit of body damage, but overall it's pretty good. The main damage sections are this dent in the fender, there's a scratch here on the bumper, a couple dings here and there, nothing too special. A little scratch here on the quarter panel, but again, nothing too concerning. And the bumper here doesn't align perfectly with the quarter panel, which I'll get into why that is in a bit. Other side looks pretty clean though. The only defects I've seen on this side are here. This doesn't exactly want to stay flush with the car. It's a little bit outward. Oh, and one more thing that I've actually just realized. This shiny, if we come over to this side, the paint is pretty dull on this side. Under the hood, there it is, VVT-Li. This is the 2ZZ engine from the Celica GTS, Lotus Elise, Matrix XRS, whatever. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this engine. We also have the XRS strut brace up here, and that's pretty much it under the hood. So there's that. Pretty similar to the blue Corolla, except engine and transmission are really the main factors and why I wanted to buy this car. Oh, we got a nice little start up here. as soon as it shuts up. There it is. Pretty quiet. This car is all stock, so it's very quiet. Now, here's why: one, it was pretty cheap, and two, because the bumper didn't line up and there's some damage. This car has, and I saw in the Carfax history, this car has a history of 2 accidents. They both seem to be fairly minor. It didn't tell me exactly what happened, but one accident on the front left was a minor accident, and then the one on the rear right was minor to moderate. I don't know what the car looked like when it was hit. I tried searching the VIN to see if I could see any pictures of the damage. Couldn't find anything. Not sure what happened, but that is its history. It didn't really stop me from buying it though. I looked through the whole car and nothing seems to be super messed up. I mean, after me fixing the wrecked Miata myself and kind of doing a bit of a sketchy-ish job on it, I'm not really too concerned when it comes to cars that have been in accidents that have had a professional fix it up. So overall, I'm not sketched out by this car. Driving it feels pretty good, alignment's perfect, so we're all good there. So we have 2 more people showing up here. One's leaving now. Yeah, I probably should leave. Yeah, I forgot to record an outro. So that's gonna be it for this video. In the next video, I'm gonna discuss with you all my plans for the I almost just said RX-8. For the XRS, I'm gonna go over what I wanna do with it, what my ultimate goal with it is, etc., that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. But if you did enjoy, go ahead, leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Oh, come on. Right as I'm filming, somebody just shows up. This is so dumb. Unreal.